on the ground and from the air. Iraqi security forces in a desperate attempt to retake northern cities now under the control of Islamic militants. But many Iraqi forces aren't proving up to the task. In Tikrit, ISIS fighters paraded hundreds of captured Iraqi police through the streets. And in the oil-rich northern city of Kirkuk, Kurdish militants forced to take over military outpost abandoned by the Iraqi army. Nearly 3 years after he ordered U.S. troops home from Iraq, today President Obama acknowledged the country needs more American help.
It's going to need more help from us, and it's going to need more help from the international community. So my team is working around the clock to identify how we can provide the most effective assistance to them. I don't rule out anything.
What that new assistance will be remains unclear. Iraq has asked for U.S. airstrikes. U.S. officials say they are now focused on developing options other than just training and equipping Iraqi security forces. On Capitol Hill, some Republican lawmakers could barely contain their anger at the administration's response so far.
The president should get rid of his entire national security team, replace it, including the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, and bring in General Petraeus, General Keane, General Mattis, and others who won the conflict in Iraq, including Ambassador Crocker, and turn this whole situation around.
Many Iraqis aren't willing to wait. An estimated 500,000 have fled as the militants moved in, seeking safer ground in Kurdish-controlled areas. Former commander of U.S. Central Command, Admiral Bill Fallon, says any lasting solution lies with Iraq's Shiite Prime Minister Nouri al-Maliki, bringing together Iraqi Shiites, Sunnis, and Kurds to fight for their country.
They've got a lot of equipment, and they have some of their forces are pretty well trained, I believe, by our folks and NATO allies before we left. So I think they have the capabilities to do this. They need to get the political will.
Al-Maliki, however, has been a massively divisive Iraqi leader, alienating particularly Sunnis right into the hands of ISIS. If Iraq is to face off this threat, it needs a true unity government, and al-Maliki might have to go for that to happen. But any political peacemaking will take time that Iraq doesn't have now. They need an urgent response, and Jake, I've talked to a number of officials who are seriously concerned, or this country could be lost.